Hello everybody, welcome to my X-Files. Today I have got a new train to review, which is the Dapol Class 59, which of course I will compare to the Class 66 locomotive over here by Bachmann, and I will show you a lot of their differences. So of course this is this train was the building blocks of this, with the first ones built in 1985 and the later ones built more or less in the 1990s. So with that said, I've got the Class 59-2, which is the later models of them all, with a couple of extra modifications. So let's open up the box and see what we got. So first things to see is of course the Dapol Class 59 warranty. It's made in more or less like a letter kind of thing. And then of course that is also the controls of the train as well. Let's come with it in also like a letter type form. So let's lift the train out of the box. Okay, so of course we've got a couple of polystyrene bits to get out. Okay, so first thing to notice is that we got a bag of bits. Now these bits can actually be quite helpful if I know how to actually work all of this, but of course it has a different kind of bumper stuff, but I think it'll probably be similar to these with the Batmans. So now let's get the train out of the box. So we remove the film very carefully and then lift the train out from underneath, and then remove these things provided. So here it is, the Dapol Class 59. It already looks very impressive as a locomotive. First things, of course, I believe that like Batman, these things can come off quite easily if you want to like change them up. So you can actually put a hook on the other end, but I don't know how you do that. It's probably, I think you'll probably find that thing within this box of bits, maybe. So of course we've already got some differences here compared to a Class 66. Is of course the light clusters, definitely. Of course they're the same size, but yeah, difference is a light cluster. The light clusters are very easy, but this one of the Class 66-7s are actually from the later stuff, so more or less in the later on in the noughties, maybe early 2010s. Whereas with this one, of course, this train was made in the 1990s, but the difference is that it's got a small engine bit with a department with a generator and some just like tanks at the back. Whereas with this, it's got big engine, big generator, but no tanks. And another thing is that this has also got a different kind of chassis on it, on the wheels, compared to likes of this from the Class 66. Another thing is that there are also some bits that I'm not seeing. So you can see that there's like some little extra markings on this, right in between the light clusters, and which is not on the Class 59. But yeah, But another thing is the model difference is that these don't have rotating axle boxes. Now this is going to be cool. This train does have rotating axle boxes. But yeah, totally perfect locomotive. So with those said, we'll put the Class 66 to one side somewhere. Anywhere would do. Anywhere would do entirely. And we will give this Class 59 a run to show you all its driving components. So yeah, Class 59 sits quite perfectly onto the tracks. Already it's very striking indeed just from looking at it. Definitely a remarkably different beast to the Class 66. Now let's give it a little. Here we go. You can see rotating axle boxes working away. Of course, the locomotive is slow but very careful kind of machine. I love those lights. I must say that the sound of the engine's a bit similar to the Class 66 with this 5-pole motor. But I think it also has a similarity to the sound of the Class 68 and the other trains that I've got in my arsenal as well. Yeah, it definitely sounds a lot more like the Class 66. But made better with the notion of nose. Now, as I said, now what I'm going to say is that I'm continuing more or less where the Class 59s left off before coronavirus, when these trains had DB liveries, the Class 59-2s. Another feature to show that's not on any of the other trains is that it's got a fire extinguisher. So in real life, the train had problems, like if its engine broke down, it would be rescued. And I have to say those lights are perfect, because this train uses a 5-pole skew wound motor. And it will join, of course, my other DB loco, the Class 60. But it will probably be working double-headed tandems with this, the Class 66. But it will be working different master trains. It will be using mostly intermodule and stone trains. And maybe the odd scrap train. But it will, another thing that we do is mostly passenger train services, which in that area the Class 59 can also do very well. All I can say is that the Class 59 and 66 are definitely a great team of trains that both are still working very well today. So yeah, this train is really impressive. A bit like my class 66 with the motor and all that lot, but with definitely extra better detail. So with that said, this train will be used for what I'm going to be showing you next. So thank you for watching my X-Files, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Slugheads.